Hey everyone. For today's topic, I want to discuss how truly strong people don't put others down for no reason. This is a behavior that's kind of a bit more common now that the internet is a thing, where you have a lot of people who will basically believe they're strong for putting others down. In fact, I've even seen in some of my comment sections where someone describes a behavior of theirs, for instance, in this specific example that inspired me to even want to make this video in the first place. One of my commenters was saying that they have the personality type where they tend to cry rather easily, and they were saying that their friends and other people view them as weak for that. And I provided some reassurance saying, hey, sometimes that's just the way we're built. Like, we just may be a bit more sensitive or maybe more in tune with our emotions. That doesn't mean you're a weak person. It just means you feel things differently than others. We're all different. But I had somebody respond to that comment saying, they said something along the lines of, it is, basically saying like that does make you weak to that commenter, the original commenter. And that comment left by the negative Nancy really made me kind of mad, because here I was, trying to provide reassurance to this person who seemed like a good human being. In fact, they may be a little bit too good, and they may need to work on having better boundaries and that sort of thing to protect themselves from not so great people. And then you have this other person come in who's a complete negative Nancy, trying to act like they're really tough by basically attacking another person for no reason, completely unprovoked. And I just want to remind you guys that anyone who does that, they're not strong. That is not how truly strong people behave. Truly strong people, and I should specify I'm talking about mental strength in this case, they are going to feel no need to put others down for no reason. In fact, I would go so far as to say most of the time, truly mentally strong people will actually be far more inclined to uplift others, to make others feel good about themselves, to raise them up. They're not going to feel a need to tear others down, especially unprovoked. Like, they will sometimes do that if it's called for, if they're defending themselves or someone they care about, but they're not going to do it randomly when there's no reason for it, when it's not called for at all. So if you ever encounter that, or if you see this online, do not buy into those thoughts of believing that the perpetrator here is truly strong. Because truly strong people, they don't feel any need to cover up their insecurities and their legitimate lack of actual mental strength by putting others down. Like, to me, that's legitimate mental weakness. If someone feels the need to attack others online unprovoked for no reason, that's mental weakness on display. That is not strength by any means. So there you go. I just wanted to talk about this because it's kind of unfortunate how this is more common thanks to the internet and social media being a big thing nowadays. And you have like people hiding behind anonymity, trying to act strong. And it's just mind-boggling to me that these people believe that that's them acting strong, because even if you could argue like that's a way of asserting dominance over someone, asserting dominance doesn't even mean you're strong. Like, weak people can assert dominance all the time. It doesn't mean they're strong. They could be the most mentally weak person on the planet, and they could still find ways to assert dominance in some situations. It doesn't make them strong. They're separate things. So just make sure you don't buy into that BS either, because this has become, it's almost like a misconception at this point where, people equate that rude behavior with someone being strong and projecting dominance, and they're not strong. That's mental weakness on display. They've got all their cards on the table, and all their cards point to them being someone unevolved who hasn't worked on themselves because they've got insecurities they need to work on, and those insecurities, which usually I'd go so far as to say are probably them not liking themselves, it makes them want to deal with those emotions by lashing out at other people unprovoked. That's why they'll put others down for no reason, like that commenter did to the person who may just be a bit more sensitive than others. There's nothing wrong with that. They don't deserve to be attacked for it. They're just different than everyone else in that regard. They feel their emotions in a different way than everyone feels their emotions differently. I can't even say there's like a normal way of feeling your emotions, because who knows what the hell that is, right? So there you go. When someone attacks others unprovoked for no reason, that is not mental strength on display. Do not believe it as such, and please don't get offended if someone does this to you. Don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with you. Good people who are truly mentally strong will not treat you in this way, ever. They just won't. There's no reason for it. It's not called for. They simply won't do it. So remind yourself of that, and keep being good, and don't let these negative Nancy's bring you down. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. I truly hope you enjoyed this one. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!